Gone are the days when, if you think of ritual, you think of people who are older. Because in this our era, it is now in the midst of teenagers. Hi, welcome to my channel. If today is your first time of coming by here, hello. And if you're my wonderful returning subscriber, hello. This is me. I appreciate you for clicking on this video and coming to watch. If you love the voice, you love the content, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to all, and join the family. Thank you. I came across this story today and I wanted to give a blind eye to it. But something struck me. I was like, learn a voice to it, because in learning a voice, we are not trying to promote the act, we are trying to speak up, to be as positivity and not negativity. So I decided to make this story about this because it hurts me a whole lot. I don't know why. But let's just talk about the story. The story is about these teenagers you're looking at. Now, the story goes that one of them, who happens to be 18 years old, lured his girlfriend to a building where him and his friend deleted this girl. And they can't come out in head or say they won't get money fast. Now, these four young boys you're looking at, their ages range between 17 and 20 years old. And in the early hours of January 29th, January 29th, that is just today, they were arrested by the Ogun State Police Command for deleting and one of their friend's girlfriend. On top say they want cash out sharp. Suspects Waris Oladehinde, 17 years old, Abdul Gafar Lukman, 19 years old, and Mustakim Balogun, 20 years, were all arrested following a piece of information received at Adatan Divisional Headquarters from the head of the Community Security Guard that the suspects were seen trying to burn something suspected to be I don't want to use the word, but you all should put one or two together and understand what they were trying to burn in the local port. Upon the information they received, the DPO at that time division, SP Abiodun Salu, quickly led his detectives to the scene where the three suspects were arrested, and the boyfriend of the girlfriend, Soli Maje Kodumi Aveg Muna pity me. I know, so I don't murder the name, please pardon me for that. Who happens to be 18 years old and who is pictured below, took to his heel, but he was later apprehended. On interrogation, the arrested suspects confessed that what they were burning in the local port happened to be the the girlfriend, though, saying that the girl, I don't know how I'm going to say it right now that will make YouTube not to flag this video, but in essence they talk say, I don't know what they talk call head, but now waiting they talk say they inside that pot. So they confessed further that the girl, who was simply identified as Rofite, was called in by her boyfriend, who was simply identified as Soli, to where they delete him. Where four of them delete him. After they don't delete him, they come cut him, come put him for waiting, carry waiting remain, come put him for inside bag, and they go throw it around for one old building. Children wey dey under 20 years, now them they do this kind thing. Teenagers, now them they do this kind of thing. Then after that, they subsequently led police to the building where they did the act, and some stuff were recovered, and we were not taken to the hospital. Then the waiting they used to come do the thing was also seen and also was recovered. I'm trying not to call some words here, please pardon me. Confirming the incident to newsmen, the spokesperson of the State Police Command, DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi, said the Commissioner of Police, CP Larry Bankole, who described the action of the suspects as heights of callousness, has ordered the immediate transfer of the suspects to Another section of the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department for discreet investigation with the view to arraign them in court as soon as possible. So that's a big grammar we will speak on top that scene. I was trying to be very careful because you know saying on YouTube we would do not be everything you go talk for YouTube before YouTube go flag them. Even this one while they talk, I don't know whether they go flag them or not. But I just want to pass the message that I want to pass. And the message I want to pass is that these are young men, you know. I want to use young men to, you know, some of them actually they have entered adulthood. Some of them are 18, but still, if you're 18, you're still considered as a teen. You know, in Nigeria, you are being considered as a full adult, you know, from 21 years old. So these are just teenagers, 17, 18, and 20. That is their age range. And looking at their age and looking at the kind of things they did, you won't actually try to picture this. I'm being tempted to use the word children for them, but they're not kids. You cannot imagine that they can do this kind of thing. You know, if you see them walking on the road, you can never actually know that these people can actually carry out this kind of thing. And to know that, like I said at the beginning of this video, that this kind of things were heard before in older people, and to know that the generation of today, should I use the term, did our mothers or did our parents fail? Because I do not understand what is happening. What is happening in today? I don't know, since even this beginning of this 2022, it has just been this kind of stories popping up from every angle. You know, should I say that most our parents failed? And if our parents failed, what is our generation going to do? Because that is my own fear. Because I am scared of if my own generation right now, they are behaving like this because the generation that came before us, you know, didn't really put in much work. Then what of we? What of we? This is our own set. What are we going to bring forth? What are we going to bring forth? I am so bothered. That is the word I'm going to use. Because even when you go into schools, if you're opportune to actually go into some public schools and you see the students, you know, you understand that a lot of them, their mind is on this thing. A lot of them wants to make quick money. And I don't know what to blame. Should I blame social media for it? You know, should I blame bloggers? Should I blame vloggers like us? People who are out here, you know, sampling people who are spraying money, showing for their wealth and all. Should I blame them? I don't know who to blame. Or should I say it's a sign? After all, they say it's a sign of end time that we'll begin to see stuffs that we have never seen before. Things that the ear won't even hear before, we'll begin to hear them. But my own right now is I'm speaking to someone. If you know anybody, or you can share this video to whoever you want to share. But if you're a young person, you know, you're out there and you're still in school, your purpose first is to acquire knowledge, you know. Get that knowledge. Let us stop seeing things on social media. Not be everything for social media is real, you know. Like, making money must not be immediate. There is a timeline for everything. Everybody have their time. There are people who are from rich home that made it, you know, from when they were young, you know, their parents already established stuff for them. But if you happen to come from middle class, if you happen to come from a struggling family, don't go and put your hand in what you know that on a norm you're not meant to put your hand into it, just because you want to drive the latest car in the country, just because you want to be going to different clubs and spending your money, just because you want to build that latest house. And then what happens when you acquire all those things? And that is why the Bible says all is vanity upon vanity. All is simply vanity upon vanity. Do not waste your life just because of you want to make money. You can go through school route, you can acquire a whole lot of things, but it takes time. But for some people it might come early, but some people it takes time. And to the parents out there is time for everything. A lot of parents are not doing their work. They do not even monitor things their children are doing. They do not even know the kind of things their children are viewing online. And even I don't even want to talk about what parents are doing these days, because that's a topic for another time, because it will take a whole lot of time to even dissect it. But it is up to we parents to actually give in our best. I'm not putting the blame totally on parents, because some parents will do their best, but their kids and come out, to become something they never imagined, but I believe as parents, it is first to us, to give the best to that child. And then if the child decides to go astray, that's their own. I don't want to blame the parents, I don't want to blame these children, but I don't want to blame the society as a whole. But it's high time everybody just sit up and and go back to their dashboard and begin to do some correction, because things are really getting out of hands.